tua ma le au nanga le mot tau sa mo service station nei tona I matu. Ma tau te utuina lo ta vale ma le tele o nisi o matu au nanga ese ese. Ai le ngata foi le ma tau te sia ke ina fo ilo ta vale. Siapa lah yang voice wow, mau lah ucapan. Afai foi vai pa olosa. Awala te pon, ma tu te siapa lah yang foi mau lah ucapan. Molo no posila fia. Mua, tapi lah ucapan le pe out. Mua, tapi lah telefon ni tai me utu ina lah ucapan. Mala vai ngamulu. Mana tua fo e matua I fasaina lo tau maftapa ai no fuanga papeni Mota Samoa ore mota mo Samoa ma do te fia e au na pe mo o Samoa maftaila fia mai we'll see you again God bless
Telephone voucher is one of the most convenient ways that I'm finding now to do my shopping here at Farmer Joe, and my sister just sent through the voucher on my cell phone, and I just come straight to Farmer Joe to do my shopping.
Ole si tulanga pitusili ole tau. Ole la fo me ole pepa tala olo. Ona fa ngale fa tau I olo e nga mo ainga.
I think it's really convenient for families overseas if they don't know how to help their families here. Then this is the perfect way.
Mai ai sa suma fua tau ai lisia sa.
Ni fia foi sa we mo mawina ni foi au nang fo e ala mai le talo fo voucher. Ila wana fa tau ma me te mga oi. Ile voucher.
Tai mo le talo pa voucher ua mau le apusu se o fine. So se paro loa fa ngo fie. A me se le tfelu ai mala telefoni. Tai mi uma. Ai lo la fo me le cash ona ino le tama ore ainga.
Fa te tu la vale tal fo voucher mo le foi au nang fo fa tai. Ma lo la le tsam pai.
Pa tai talo pa voucher. Teki talo pa voucher.
Talofa lava everyone and welcome to Pea and Claudia's BluTable Podcast for your Wednesday show today. It is just me today, so please don't be disappointed. Pea is feeling a little bit unwell today, so we thought that it would be best for her to rest up and be back on the show tomorrow for you guys. She does not have COVID, so don't worry about that. But how is everyone doing today in lockdown? We hope that you're all doing good. If you haven't seen it already on our Facebook page, we are running the most exciting Father's Day competition because, yes, it is Father's Day this Sunday. And if you haven't seen that really funny radio conversation with the lady who doesn't know how to answer what day is Father's Day, head over to YouTube and watch it because it is super, super funny. But here at Blue TV, we are running an awesome competition. And all you guys got to do is share the Blue TV Father's Day competition post to your page with the hashtag BlueWaveTV. That's hashtag BLUEWAVETV. And you're going to go into draw to win. And then you also have to send your video of your dad doing anything funny, whether he's cooking, maybe reading a book to your child or to your sibling, maybe he's working out, hopefully, even if he's just eating. Send that funny video of your dad to the Blue TV Messenger page, and we will upload it. Now, the winner is the person or the owner of the video that gets the most likes and comments. And you guys are probably wondering, what do I win when I enter? First prize is $100, guys, just for sending a video. First prize is $100 plus, yes, there is more, plus one Ava hoodie, one Ava t-shirt, one Aroma Creations Ula Lolin, that's the candy necklace, and one 18-pack of Corona beer, guys. You guys want to get $100 and a pack of beer for your dad for Father's Day. You're going to be the most loved child ever. Second place is because, yes, we do have a second prize at Blue TV. Second place is going to win 2 Aloha shirts courtesy of Thanksgiving Creation New Zealand. So thank you so much to all our sponsors who have kindly donated these gifts for us. So that we can celebrate our Father's Day, because even though we are in lockdown, it does not mean that we can't celebrate them. So follow your dad throughout the whole entire day. Take a funny video of him, send it to Blue TV Messenger. We'll upload it and share the Blue TV post to your page, and you'll go into the draw. Now, we have had some videos sent in already, and they are hilarious. The producer Lemo is going to play some of the entries that we have so far. So you guys have a lot of competition, but please send all your entries through because they're making our day.
Sinatawa, 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 tawa, sinatawa. Sinakona, sinanisa, sinakona, nisa, sinatawa.
Surely.
Ya, Mali.
Man, those are some really, really funny videos. I don't know about you, but I like the first one with the club moves where he's dancing. That was really good. And then also the dad who was exercising and then got hit in the head with the garage door closing on him. Honestly, thank you so much for these entries. They've been absolutely funny and hilarious to watch. Now, if you want to vote for your favorite video, head over to Blue TV Facebook page, find the Father's Day competition post, and hit like on your favorite video. And the video with the most likes is going to win. Now, of course, I've got your COVID-19 updates for the day. There are now 612 community cases in the country. 49 new cases were reported yesterday, which is a fall from Monday. Of the 33 people in hospital, 8 are in ICU and 2 are being ventilated. 6 cases in the Auckland outbreak are under the age of 1, unfortunately. Auckland is in alert level 4 until the 14th of September, but everyone in the south of Auckland is now in alert level 3. And we've had a few videos sent in to us already of everyone getting their KFC fix and their McDonald's fix. So you guys are really, really lucky, and we could not be more envious of you guys. But for everyone that's in Auckland and in Northland, please continue to stay indoors and in your bubble because we are still in alert level 4, but hang in there. It's only for 2 weeks. And we are going to go into a short little break, but today we have the beautiful Beka Leota, who is the owner of Manuia Creations, and we're going to talk everything business, everything lockdown, and I think I'm going to share with her some of my awesome Father's Days or dad jokes. So stay tuned, guys.
O le whaamama awenga le nei ma le Pacific Isi, mo au tupe whaamumoli Samoa, a o tapu ni ai ofisa mo le whaava yaso. Whaonga nei lolna wa unanga forward ua, o le direct transfer. A whai wa yesau membership card ma e whaonga ina le internet banking, o le matua i whaingo fia lava. Na o le tipose mai lava lau se leni mato account, o na whaatino leo la foina o lau se leni mo a inga i Samoa. E ia inga i tahu na whaamalia ina, mo nisi whaamatalanga i le nei au nanga fo. Wala au le telefoni o walu se lau o tasi o nono, po le lua fitu ono fitu iwa fitu wha. Pe text mai fo ilo suafa i le valu tolu o.
BluTable voucher is one of the most convenient ways that I'm finding now to do my shopping here at Farmer Joe, and my sister just sent through the voucher on my cell phone, and I just come straight here to Farmer Joe to do my shopping.
O le si tūranga pitusili o le tāua. O le lafo me o le pepa tala o loa. O na whaanga le whaatau i o loa e au ngā mo le ainga.
I think it's really convenient for families overseas if they don't know how to help their families here. Then this is the perfect way.
Mai ai le sa sunga fua tau e le sia sa.
Le fia po i sa we mo mawina le foi au nang fo e ala mai le talo for voucher. Le wana whaatau ma me te mga oi ile voucher.
Tai mo le talo voucher ua maua le apasusi o sewa fine. So se paro loa whaingo fie, a me se le te wherua i malau telefoni, tai mi uma. Ai lo le lafo me le cash, o na inu e lor tamao re ainga.
Whapea tu lava le talo for voucher mo le foi au nang fo whaptai. Ma lua lava le tamu whai.
Tai talo voucher. Teki talo voucher.
Talofa lava everyone, and welcome back to Pea and Claudia's BluTable Podcast. I want to say a huge shout out to all our sponsors who make our show possible. Shout out to Pacific Easy, Pacific 40, Say Oriana, Mauto, or Samoa, and Makanet. You guys have all been honestly blessings in our life. So thank you so much for sponsoring us. But with me, I have the very beautiful Beka Leota, who is the owner of Manuia Creation. So thank you so much for joining me, Beka. How are you today?
I'm good, thanks. Thank you for having me. Gutted, Bear's not here, but look, I'm just happy to be here.
No, I love that you're in your car. I think you're the first guest that we've interviewed that's been sitting in her car.
No, I had to come in my car because everyone's working from home. So
Right.
yeah, just trying to find a corner to go to where I could be on the show is, almost.
Do you know, not this lockdown, but last lockdown, because we were in lockdown for such a long time, at times I actually went to my car just to sit down and have like a moment to myself.
Moment? Yeah.
Because it's just too much after a while.
Yeah. Self-care in the car.
Exactly. But Beka, for all our new viewers, can you please explain who you are and, you are the owner of Manuia Creations, and can you tell us a little bit about what that is?
Well, hi, everyone. Just wanted to say thank you to the Blue Wave team for having us on today. Yeah, so Manuia Creations is a family-owned and operated business here in Manuia Town Centre. And we opened last year around about the same time, so like just before the first lockdown. So it has been crazy, but it's just been amazing, like the support of the community, networking with other business people, and I can't, Manuia Creations' journey has been amazing. Yeah, small but good.
I wouldn't call it small because you guys did so well. Like you said, you opened up around this time last year, pretty much in the middle of COVID, and you guys have grown so much. You now have your own store in Mangere Town Centre, and I think it's a beautiful store too because I visited it. But before we get into our little conversation, I did promise that I'll have some dad jokes ready for you and for our viewers. So here's my first one out of my three. Beka, what do you call a fish that wears a bow tie?
I'm not really good with these. So like, do I get options or do I just say I give up?
I think you got to give up. But if you want to give it a go and come up with a creative answer, I can give you the chance to do so. Or should I just tell you what the answer is?
The last time we had this kind of stuff, You really got me good. So I think for the sake of my own, I think I give up.
I will tell you. So, what do you call a fish that wears a bow tie? You call it sophisticated.
Oh my gosh.
No, but I
This
think
is where-
this is where you hit the leave meeting tab. Wait, I've got one
I
more.
think you've been in lockdown too long.
I know, but I've got one more for you. Where do you learn to make a banana split?
No, don't got any.
You learn to make a banana split at Sunday school. Do you get it?
No, I get it.
Are you impressed by my beautiful dad jokes?
You know what? Every game you play is impressive to me at this point. So no, I have to give it to you for that one.
Thank you, Beka. I do try. But Beka, I know that lockdown has been like very difficult for a lot of businesses. With lockdown last year and now our second lockdown this year. How has it affected Manuia Creations?
I think because we're a physical store, like we're still working through our online side of our store. Majority, if you look at the demographic in Mangere or that shop at Manuia Creations, like the walk-ins, it is a lot of the elderly. So just not having access to social media where they can ask us for things that they are wanting, like the normal koko and lavas, salmon, coconut oil, or masi, just those things, like not having that engagement with the elderly so that they can get their normal stuff. And just I think another one would be trying to navigate the social sphere of online shopping, because like I mentioned before, we don't have anyone in our team that is equipped in the digital space. So we're just trying to network with the right providers to ensure that we do provide that service. And I think just one that we're all dealing with is just trying to provide a service, but also stay within the lockdown regulations, which has been quite a challenge for us because of the community that a lot of our products are for. So I think those are the three main ones. Oh, and I think another one would be because it is Father's Day, it is really highly celebrated in the Pacifica community. Not saying that it's not in the other communities, but just from what we've experienced. So just losing a lot of sales in terms of, what Father's Day entails and the gifts and that. But we've just launched actually some gift boxes because people have been asking for it. But yeah, I think it's just those small challenges. It's nothing that we can't overcome. And nothing that we can't find resolutions to. But yeah, I think just those three main ones for us. Yeah,
they're really interesting points that you've raised, Beka. And with the elderly, in terms of not being able to have that face-to-face communication and engagement with the elderly, how are you sort of kind of looking after that aspect of your business?
I think it's just connecting with church groups.
Gotcha.
So like networking with leaders, asking them, if there's anyone in your church that is needing this service, just let us know. We can do contactless delivery. But it's also in saying that, it's also being wise about, a lot of the cases that have been positive is the Samoan community. So it's trying to stay wise about the way that we go about our business, but also not breaking the law. So I think the past 3 weeks, we haven't been operating at all in that aspect. It's just now that things are starting to, like with bakeries being opened, we have been given some sort of leeway to operate, but it's not to the full extent where we're meeting what the elderly are wanting. Yeah.
Now, Beka, unfortunately, I have been speaking to some cops, and unfortunately, during this lockdown, there has been a higher number of in-house calls to do around mental health well-being, especially for small to medium business owners. So that's definitely taken a toll on people's mental health, unfortunately. How are you sort of kind of coping with that? Because I do see that you're kind of sitting in the car right now, just taking a moment to yourself, which I know everyone does. So there's nothing to be ashamed about. But how are you kind of like coping as a business owner?
Yeah, I think the good thing about being in a tight-knit family is that every night we come together and we do local, and after every local we do family check-ins.
Yeah.
So we ask each other, how are you feeling? You know, if there's anything that you want to talk about. Sometimes my parents would go for walks that ask us.
Yeah.
So that's an avenue that I haven't really tapped into. But I think in terms of mental health, it is a space that is not real. It's still a little bit, I think, highly stigmatized in the Pacific community. So just asking for help and knowing where to go is kind of like a big struggle. But just for me personally, I think that's been a massive avenue, is just waking up in the morning, praying. At the end of every day, we do have family lotus, so we check in with each other. And I think that's been a massive help to my own mental state as well. And just having like good friends around you that call you every now and then to see how you are, see what they can do to help. Even in the business sphere as well. Like I have friends who are all business owners that check in on me, see what they can do to help. And in saying that, they've been helping with our giving advice actually in terms of our online. So that's been good. And I think that's one way that I've been able to combat mental health in this time. Yeah.
Now, you know, it's amazing that you have such a great network of people around you in terms of both your family and friends. Do you have any advice for, you know, someone that could be watching right now who is, like you say, maybe a little bit too shy to put their hand up that they need help, or someone that doesn't have that confidence to reach out to a friend or a family member and say, hey, this is what I'm going through? Do you have any advice on how they can kind of push forward?
I think no one knows you better than you.
Yeah.
And I think in saying that too, no one can read your mind. So I think even though, no matter how hard it is to ask for help, you're not a burden to, you know, to someone. It's all about just, I don't know, pick up the phone, text someone that is close to you, and just, you know, offloading that to someone else. They might not know exactly what to say or what to do, but at least you've got someone there to listen to you. I'd rather you be alive and be here than to have to say we miss you at, you know, God forbid it was, you know. So I think if it were for me, it is hard asking for help. But I think we got to normalize, especially in these times and in these days, normalize that it's okay. It's okay to not be okay and to seek help. Yeah. I think that, I don't know if that would help anyone.
No, I think that's fantastic advice, because like you said, you don't want to become another number in our statistics. Like, you know, it's better to reach out to someone. And if they don't know how to help you out, I'm sure they'll be able to point you in the right direction. So honestly, thank you so much for that advice. We do have Patrick from For the Boys podcast, who's just tuned in. So thank you, Patrick. He has a question for you, Beka. He's asking, what's your favorite or most touching story since opening your business?
Oh, yeah. I think I've had a lot of experiences, but I think one would be a lady who came to do shopping for kids that she was looking after in Samoa. But she had a sister who had just been diagnosed with cancer round about the same time during the lockdown. So just being able to pray with her, because like it's a shock, and you know, you don't expect that when you, oh, how are you? And then they like tell you this like story, you kind of don't know what to do with it. And my thing has always been prayer, but not to over spiritualize it. I didn't have the answers for her. All I could do was pray for her. 2 weeks later, she came back and she told us that her sister had they couldn't go ahead with her surgery that they had planned because they found no cancer. So to me, it's a miracle.
Yeah.
But then, I mean, it's not one that I take credit for, but it's just stories. That's just one of the many that we've had through our store, you know, and those are stories that I wouldn't have heard if the store wasn't even there.
Yeah.
So I think just things like that, they leave an imprint in you that, oh, okay. You know, those moments where you second guess, oh, what's the point of all of this? Like, you know, it's moments like that that really remind you, okay, this is why we exist. This is the purpose. It's not just about selling merchandise and getting
out the people,
you know, the Pacific voice out there, although all of these aspects are good.
Yeah.
It's, for me, it's about leaving that legacy in people than things that you can get, you know, as a result of selling a good. So I think that's the biggest lesson that I've learned. Thank you, Patrick, for the question.
That's a really good, Patrick. I know. I was like, ooh. You know, and Patrick, you know, he also has his own podcast, which is every Thursday. So shout out to For the Boys podcast every Thursday on Facebook and on YouTube.
Check it out.
Yeah. And it's great because they offer a platform for to have a discussion around mental well-being, especially for Pacific men, because it's a little bit stigmatized. But he has another question.
Oh yeah, keep them coming.
Thanks, Patrick. He has another question. He says, "What's her favorite product in her store? That little gem that you can't find anywhere else."
Oh yeah, I got it.
I love how quickly you thought of it.
Yeah, because for me, it's sentimental to me. So we sell a range of stuff in our store, but I think the best products in our store for me would be anything that my mum makes. So my mum makes handicrafts, like bags and mirrors and frames. And that for me speaks volume because my mom grew up in a very, I think as a lot of our ancestors would have, and sorry, not ancestors, like, you know, but my parents grew up in a very poor environment where their mind frame was always to survive, to get out, you know, just to do better than what and so now with everything with the little that she had, you know, we now have a store. And so that for me speaks way more than anything else. As grateful as I am for all the small local businesses that we do help support and that help us as well, I think for me the best product would be anything that my mum makes because it's a reminder of why the shop exists. We celebrate creativity at every aspect, but it's just that little extra thing that my mom made and it'll go to bless someone else's home. So yeah. Thanks, Patrick.
That. I know he's got all these amazing questions, right? But
I can't wait to listen to their podcast.
Definitely tune in every Thursday at 8 p.m. And I'll be watching as well. But you know, I just got to say that your passion for your store and for what you do is so infectious, and you can hear it in your words. And I know that is definitely a big selling tool for your products and for Manuia Creations. What are other ways that you keep your business thriving?
So we've got social media. So we've got like what's it called? Instagram, we've got Facebook, and we've got a website. But don't ask me for the name because I actually can't remember. It's just Manuia Creations, I think. But yeah, whatever. Just Google it, you'll find it.
We'll fact check it. Yeah, we'll fact check it.
Sorry, did I answer your question?
Yeah. So it was just pretty much how do you keep your business thriving, and I guess even more so, how do you? What is your strategy to kind of inject that cash flow into your business once we kind of move into a different alert levels?
Well, we're currently working through our online store at the moment, like trying to, you know, people nowadays don't want to leave their homes. So they'd rather just be in bed and flick through their phones. And so I think tapping into that whole e-commerce store is something that we're looking into, especially given the times that we're in. And we have been doing a lot of markets. So hopefully I don't know. It's all just ideas at this point, and we're just trying to navigate the times that we're in. Yeah.
That is beautiful. And I do know that you have a Father's Day promotion going on at the moment. Can you tell us a little bit about that? And I do know that there is limited stock. So if you guys are listening right now, make sure you head over to their website and buy it ASAP because they are nearly running out.
Yeah. So if you go to our Facebook, Manuia Creations on Facebook and Instagram, we've just uploaded I think we've got 4, maybe 5 different gift sets. I know that 2 of them are currently sold out. So we just posted it up an hour ago, and we weren't even going to do it. It's just because we had been inundated with people asking us, are you doing gift sets? And just to, because we have some resources here with us at home, we just decided to do it. And but if you head there's heaps of different options from $50 all the way up to $150. It's just a little token to say thank you to Dad. But, material comes and goes. It's what we're doing, now, spending time with them that matters the most. So, yeah.
And I can't believe that they sold out so quickly.
Yeah, same. To be honest, I didn't even think they were going to I don't know.
But it just goes to show just how much time people are spending on their electronic devices and on social media and on websites and all of that.
Right.
That's crazy. Now, everyone, we are going to go into a very short break, but we will come back and Beka's going to keep telling us about her amazing business, and maybe we'll have some more jokes as well. So don't go anywhere, and we'll be back soon.
BluTable voucher is one of the most convenient ways that I'm finding now to do my shopping here at Farmer Joe, and my sister just sent through the voucher on my cell phone, and I just come straight here to Farmer Joe to do my shopping.
O le si tūranga pitusili o le tāu. O le lafo me o le pepa tala o loa. O na whaanga le whaatau ai o loa e au ngā more ainga.
I think it's really convenient for families overseas if they don't know how to help their families here. Then this is the perfect way.
Mai ai le sa sunga fua tau ai le sia sa.
Le fia foi sa we mo mawina le foi au nang fo ala mai le talo for voucher. Ile wana whaatau ma me te mga oi. Ile voucher.
Tai mo le talo voucher ua maua le apususi o se wa fine. So se paro loa fai ngo fie a me se le tferwa I malo telefoni. Tai mi uma. Ai lo le lafo merkes o nei no le tama o le ainga.
Pa te tu lava le talo for voucher mo le foi au nang fo pa tai. Ma lo la le tam fai.
Pa tai talo voucher. Teki talo voucher.
O le whaamama a venga nei ma le Pacific Easy, mo au tupe whaamumoli sa moa, a o tapuni ai ofisa mo le whaava yaso. Whaonga nei lolna wa unanga forward ta ua, o le direct transfer. A whai wa yesau membership card ma e whaonga ina le internet banking, o le matua I whaingo fia lava. Na o le tipose mai lava lau se leni mato account, o na whaatino leo la foina o lau se leni mo a inga I Samoa. E ia inga I tahu na whaamalia ina, mo nisi whaamatalanga I le nei au nanga fo. Bala au le telefoni o valu se lau o tasi o nono, po le lua fitu ono fitu iwa fitu wha. Pe text mai fo ilo suafa I le valu tolu o.
Talofa lava everyone, and welcome back. We have the beautiful Beka Leota from Manuia Creations with us today. Now, Beka, I am going to share another dad joke with you before we get into our conversation. So, Beka, where do boats go when they are sick?
You know what? I've actually heard this one before.
Oh my God.
No, but the answers escape me, of course. No, I don't know. I don't know the answer. I don't know the answer.
So, they go to the boat dock.
You know what? Just move on.
Now, we thought for everyone that's tuning in, we thought that Beka and I were just going to have a conversation, a honest, real conversation on how we are finding lockdown. Because it has been a little bit stressful. Like, Beka, I still remember when we got the news that we were going to go into lockdown, and I was like, here we go again. And there was like that wave of anxiety for me because I was like, I really don't want to be indoors again for like another 8 weeks. But it feels like it's going to be like that.
Yeah, what have you been doing though in the lockdown?
You know what? I've been cleaning so much. I feel like I'm a domestic goddess. Like it's gotten to the point where I've actually even cleaned like all our bedroom doors. Like they're so white, like the bedroom door handles, like all the like handles and cupboards in the kitchen.
I love that.
I know, but like we've already done all of that now that there's nothing left to clean. So don't know what I'm going to do for the next 2 weeks.
Yeah. You mentioned like you've been feeling anxious. And just to go off of your question that you asked me, how have you been dealing with your mental health during this time?
I think for me, what's really been helping me is just keeping myself distracted and like having a routine every day. So like every morning I'll still wake up, get ready, do my makeup, get changed as if I was still going to work. And then I have my breakfast. My mom's really good at dragging me out to do a walk every day. So, and my mom's been a huge blessing. I'm so thankful that I have this podcast. Because Bea and I will also work on this. Every day we'll have a conversation about what we're going to do. And then we're going to go onto the show for like an hour. And it's like we've talked about it as if it's like our happy hour for every day. We get to talk to, amazing guests like yourself and just have like banter before kind of hit with reality that we are in lockdown. So what have you been up to?
Well, I've still got a 9 to 5 as well. So every morning I wake up, I do my job, and then so this is my lunch hour actually. So now I'm on the show. Yeah. And then I got to go back into work. I don't finish till 5. So it's kind of been a routine, but it's really hard to like, I'm just listening to you and you've got that discipline to like wake up, still get dressed and, act like you're going to work. Nah, I literally roll out of bed, do a little bit of a wash up, and then I go straight to my computer. So I don't have that. Working from home has definitely been that much of a struggle for me. Just to keep that discipline going, to know that you're still working. Huh?
It's really hard though, I gotta say.
Yeah, but you know what? I'm loving this lockdown.
Yeah.
But that's because I'm an introvert. Are you an extrovert?
I think I'm like, there's introverts, then there's extroverts, and then there's the one where it's like a combination of the two. Like I love
an ambivert.
That's
I don't
the
know.
one. Yeah. Like I love talking to people and everything, but I also need kind of like my time alone to kind of reach batteries. So like, while like yes, at times I'm enjoying the lockdown, at other times I'm like, oh my god, I need people to talk to. Like,
Well, thank God for the show.
Exactly. And I just gotta say, Patrick is doing a shout out. He doesn't have another question, Beka, but he has a shout out to producer Lemo, who's been doing an amazing job.
He has. He's the man.
Well, Lemo has 3 podcasts to do every single day, Monday to Friday. So I think Lemo's got the hardest job out of all the podcasts.
We can't complain.
No, not at all. And Daisy is saying, yeah, the deep cleaning. She is not alone. So Daisy, maybe you can show us photos of your before and after cleans.
Yes.
What's the first thing you're gonna do after lockdown?
I'm going to Macca's.
I want to go KFC.
I miss burgers, man. Like I can make it at home, but there's just something about someone else making it for you and having the fries. I'm getting the whole thing.
Me
work.
Too.
Yeah.
Me too. Like, I know as unhealthy as it sounds, like I love how they just like deep fry all those fries and it's just like covered in oil and it's warm and then there's like salt on it. Like I know it's really unhealthy and we should be promoting like healthy food, but I've been craving it so much.
Yeah. Well, I think it's unhealthy, but it's also about portion. Nah, jokes. That's just justifying.
Well, we've done all our healthy eating now anyway for the last 2 weeks, so I don't think it'll be bad.
No. What has been something that you purchased during lockdown?
Do you know what? I've purchased nothing. So far.
Really?
Yes, yeah. I know. It's crazy. Like I've actually saved money. I purchased petrol the other day, but I don't know if that counts because it's a
No, that's for your car, girl. Like something for you.
No, I purchased nothing. Isn't that crazy?
Oh, boring. Okay, well, I got an air fryer.
No,
I had to because I can't cook. So like when it's my turn to cook here at home, no, I'm just gonna throw the whole thing in the air fryer. I haven't got it yet.
You jumped on that bandwagon like a year later though, because wasn't it that
I know
hype last year?
My sister just got one, so she's like, "This is the jam. You need to get one." So I don't know what it does, but
I know it's going to be like probably a really dumb question, but how does it fry it up?
I haven't got it yet.
Like, is it with the air? I know this is a really dumb question, but
no, I don't think that's a dumb question. I think it's a good question. I bought one for the purpose that you don't need oil, I heard.
Yeah,
and
so I'm like,
the machine does all the work for you. So we just put the stuff in and it does the whole job. So it makes me look like a chef without being,
And then without the oil. You're going to have to tell me how it works up.
I will.
But honestly, thank you, Beka, so much for joining us joining myself on the show today, and for taking the time out of your lunch break to be on the show. So thank you so much.
Oh, the pleasure was mine. Thank you so much for having me on here. Thank you, Lemo. Thank you, Claudia.
Thank you. And thank you. And thank you everyone that's tuned in today. We hope that you continue having a beautiful Wednesday. And remember that we have our Father's Day competition. So taking those videos of your dads cooking, cleaning, sleeping, snoring, maybe anything they may be doing during lockdown, send it through to Blue TV Messenger and you're going to go into the draw. First prize is $100, a pack of beer, some other gears. Second prize, there's some t-shirts, and honestly, amazing prices, all for just sending through a video. So keep sending them through. Have a blessed Wednesday, everyone, and thank you so much. And thank you to you, Beka, as well.
Bye.
Bye.
Squad, baby. Rex, J. Sands. Oh, say I'm a say you are complete to me, Leo. By the way that you move and the way that you smile. Say, oh my Dorima, baby, you be giving your hand, I'll take you anywhere. You give me something that I never had. Cause you care, but about to me and the family. Say, why you waiting for me to talk to you? Yeah, I'ma listen what y'all say. Yeah, don't move out in the come here. Yeah, they on the nail, dirty wine, girl, dirty wine.